Hi, this is the Rush family again. I'm Selena, and I am happy to kind of fill you in on some exciting news. I have come up with our product, and I think that in terms of how we came up with our product and the process, it is going to be awesome for you to hear the process so that you can know exactly what type of research, what type of seeking out God you need to do, what type of planning that happens before you launch a business. So I literally little needed to take like 20 steps back and kind of look at what I was doing. I was doing research, watching a video, and on that video, it was a young girl and maybe in her 20s or so. And I loved her energy, so I kept watching. And she talked about the fact that in bringing your product, whatever it is, you want to make sure you know what is different about your product than anybody else. You also want to know how you're going to be able to fulfill other people's needs. So it's not all about your needs, but it is making, like what I learned just now, I want to immediately share it because I know that it will allow anybody who is at this stage of planning know how to really feel confident about moving forward. Because if you start having doubts, and research is essential to start a business, as we know, but if you start having doubts at all, you're going to have to, as you're researching, step back and say, whoa, have I started on a wrong path, or do I need to revamp things? And so I'm really excited to talk about having to step back, having to really revisit what it is that I'm doing. And I think we have to be flexible to do that in order to start new ventures or businesses or practices, whatever it is that we are doing. So let me kind of review at least 2 or 3 points. Number one, I think it is critical that your business, when you are starting it, that it be really directed, especially if you're going to be doing online products, that the industry be identified, the niche be identified, but then also what it is that you have that you want to share with the world that nobody else can share like you. So it's almost like your business needs to be, for Christians, we call it a ministry. So that's what I'm excited to share, is that I feel like my business has now taken on, because it is the World Wide Web. The only thing I want to share on the World Wide Web as a business is a ministry. So it is not going to be a nonprofit, but the business approach is going to be ministry oriented because of all the principles I've been learning. So number one, what can I do to help humanity? And that sounds really broad and everything, but that is that I want to bring a way that people can keep their priorities in order, that they can make sure that their business model, okay, and their life and whatever they do is going to be able to bring joy. No burnout, no goals that we can't, as people who are Christians and as people who are spiritual, we have to know that whatever God's will is, that is what we have to do. And we are trusting in Him. So it takes a lot of the pressure and the stress off if we realize that we are bringing a ministry. So it depends on Him and not on us. Number two, what I'm seeing is that as we're defining our niche in a business and in anything that we're looking to do that's just different and new from what we're used to, which that is what I'm doing here. I have run a successful business, or a couple businesses actually, and even restarted businesses over the last 20 years and consistently maintained a six-figure income. But now I'm able to dig in and take out those principles that helped me, not just on a, well, you do this, you do this, you do this. I am able to incorporate the factor X, is what I call it. In every business, there is an X factor. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that I let people know how do you manage? How do you deal with the X factor in your business? Because there's too many business models out there that don't show you, exactly how your X factor is going to be able to be resolved. They kind of leave it out. I mean, there's so many things that can happen to one as you're starting a business. There's so many that life can happen. All right. So I think it's going to be important, whatever we're doing, to make sure that we are taking into consideration X factors. So those are the two main points. Just other general things that I want to mention is that you have to, and I'm reiterating as well, you have to take a step back. You have to be able to put your idea, step back, pray about it, think about it, make sure you're in the optimal health I'm getting ready to go to the gym. So here I am in my car again and kind of just raggedy looking, but I just wanted to make sure that you really know what step I'm going towards. I've even taken a small break from doing the business development. There's a couple other things that my husband and I went through, but I'm going to wait for him to share with you another breakthrough that we had in thinking and realization that was inspired, of course, and we're going to share that with you together. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you.